The leaked documents on the Ukraine war are chilling. Were these documents disclosed by the Russians to expose Ukrainian weakness and shatter morale, as seems most likely to the analysts? Or were they actually disseminated by Ukraine, as some Russian bloggers appear to believe, in a plot to make the Kremlin think that Ukraine is weak and thereby disguise its true strengths in advance of a planned spring counteroffensive? Intelligence is always about what philosophers call epistemology, the study of how we know what we know. But let's try to focus on facts, by examining some baseline themes in the documents that accord with information from other sources. By restricting ourselves to this subset of information supported by collateral evidence, we can make out some basic themes. First, Ukraine is facing a severe shortage of air defense weapons that could cost it the war. We knew it had a problem from last week's announcement that the United States was rushing an additional $2.6 billion in air defense systems and other weapons. The new package includes ammunition for Patriot and High Mobility Artillery Rocket System, HIMARS, missile batteries, 9 gun trucks and 10 anti-drone laser systems, new air surveillance radars, anti-aircraft ammunition and Grad rockets. Ukraine depends on Soviet-era Sa-10s and Sa-11s for 89% of its air defense over 20,000 feet. Second, the West's arsenal of democracy isn't close to matching Ukraine's needs. In theory, logistics should be Ukraine's great advantage against a Russia facing what was supposed to be crippling sanctions. But there's a bad mismatch between Ukraine's expenditure of missiles and ammunition and the West's supplies. Partly that's a result of the Ukrainians firing too much ammunition, but the documents describe desperate efforts to persuade nations such as South Korea and Israel to sell lethal weapons to Ukraine. In World War II, the United States converted manufacturing plants across the country to make tanks, planes and aircraft carriers that simply overwhelmed Japan and Germany. No similar mobilization has taken place this time. Third, the Biden administration has been more risk-averse than some allies, and more than seems necessary. One of the documents says that Britain and France have sent crewed electronic warfare planes over the Black Sea while the United States has sent only drones. The administration's caution is sensible. International law allows surveillance planes to fly 12 miles off the coast. Yet one of the documents draws a wider 50-mile limit around Crimea, describing it as a SECDEF-directed standoff. In wartime, truth is so precious that she should always be attended by a bodyguard of lies, British Prime Minister Winston Churchill famously said in 1943. But the Ukraine intelligence documents appear to be largely accurate, and they tell a chilling story. 1 year of Russia's war in Ukraine. Every Ukrainian's life has changed since Russia launched its full-scale invasion 1 year ago, in ways both big and small. They have learned to survive and support each other under extreme circumstances, in bomb shelters and hospitals, destroyed apartment complexes and ruined marketplaces. Over the past year, the war has morphed from a multi-front invasion that included Kyiv in the north to a conflict of attrition largely concentrated along an expanse of territory in the east and south. Russia's invasion, coupled with Ukraine's martial law preventing fighting-age men from leaving the country, has forced agonizing decisions for millions of Ukrainian families about how to balance safety, duty and law, with once intertwined lives having become unrecognizable. Deepening global divides, President Biden has trumpeted the reinvigorated Western alliance forged during the war as a global coalition, but a closer look suggests the world is far from united on issues raised by the Ukraine war. Thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe.